Welcome to Hushh, your personal data assistant, where you have total control over your data through consent-driven access. We have two login providers, namely Google and Apple. Once you successfully authenticate, you will be prompted to enter a passphrase. It is very important to remember this passphrase because this is how you decrypt the data on the client. And we have a fallback mechanism where you can also recover it using this key. So save this somewhere safe. Once we are in the system, we see there are different data domains. We'll begin with the investor data domain, which is powered by Hushh Technologies, also known as Agent Kai. The first step is it tries to detect if there is a matching profile available in the database for publicly available information so that the onboarding experience is frictionless and we have already your preferences and style of investing. Once we confirm with the preferences, we can move ahead and save this encrypted copy and not the publicly available data. So once we have confirmed the identity and we have the preferences set, there are further onboarding steps which are required for Agent Kai. In the future, we are planning to have on-device AI using MLX and Gemma for Android. Currently, we only have cloud-based architecture, so we'll move ahead with hybrid cloud and select our style for Kai runtime and proceed with the permission settings which Agent Kai needs. Once the preferences are set, we can start with the analysis. Once we are in the Kai dashboard, there are two options, that is analysis engine and agent settings. Agent settings is nothing but the preferences which we set earlier, and if we want to change it again, we can always come back here. And analysis engine is a mix of three specialized agents. First is fundamental agent, which retrieves the 10K and 10Q filings of a company, focuses on financial health and long-term viability. The second one is sentiment agent, which retrieves the news, captures market momentum and short-term catalysts. And the third one is valuation agent, which is the deterministic math calculator. It gives us metrics such as P ratios, returns, and relative valuation, mirroring how an investment committee works. So how the debate system works, each agent performs their specialized tasks. There is a round robin debate which happens at least twice. Based on the differing perspectives, Kai determines and gives us a decision card. Currently in the application, we have successfully implemented the fundamental agent. So let's test that using our Kai preferences. I will use the NVIDIA stock ticker and see how it is for my portfolio. It usually takes about 5 to 10 seconds and comes up with a decision. It gives us a lot of metrics which are important for any investor, such as the performance trend, a summary of if you should buy or not, the cash flow and R&D, how much they are using where, and eventually an institutional bull case and a bear case with respect to the user. And we also get the mentions of the sources which it used for getting this information. Let's explore other data domains such as food and dining agent, where we are capturing dietary information, cuisine, monthly budget, very basic stuff. I will just set up my information here so that we can reuse it. Now let's say an agent wants to interact and know any particular user's preferences. So we can make this happen seamlessly and I will showcase how. I will use Claude Desktop as my external agent, which has my Hushh MCP connector. So I'll switch to the external agent and ask, can you get food preferences for me? You can see the Hushh connector over here, and it knows like what to request. So it says, I will help you retrieve the food preferences, and it sent a consent request to my ID. Now coming back to the user, I'll switch back again. I can see that I have a notification from Claude Desktop that it wants to access my food preferences. I can also go to the consent management screen where I can have the detailed view, and on approving the consent, the information is then transitioned to the Claude Desktop. As you can see, the consent has been granted. There's a token which was generated, and it has my dietary restrictions, favorite cuisines, and the monthly budget. So this is how we can have seamless interaction between agents using MCP and consent. Now let's try revoking the access which we granted to Claude Desktop. This is the Claude Desktop active consent, and we'll go back to Claude and ask, can you get that again using the same token? Okay, it's using the same token, and this time it says interesting, the same token is still valid, but this time it's showing no food preferences data is found, meaning that we have locked the system out now. So in this way we can seamlessly handle the agent consent requests and data sharing, which stays in your control. We also have a tab where we keep track of all the audit logs, which is the audit log tab, and it will show us when the request was requested, granted, revoked, or expired. Then we have an option for profile, which helps you sign out as well as set the appearance for the application. And we have a mic icon which represents an agent who will guide you throughout the application and connect to different data points. Hope this helps you understand what we are building at Hushh. Thank you.